sneeze fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drugs?
Not me. My own real tears are my relief. Ask your eye doctor about your cough.
Breaking news, the prosecution arrests. Now it's Donald Trump's turn.
It's cold.
Tonight, the bomb
It's
shot
cold.
in the so-called hush money trial. Michael Cohen says the deal is tens of thousands of dollars.
No, that's that TV.
Organization.
They have no case, they have no crime.
What does the revelation from the star witness mean for the state's case? The CBS Evening News starts now. Tonight, a dramatic day in court. Good evening, I'm Nora O'Donnell, and thank you for joining us. The first ever criminal trial of a former American president is nearing an end. Late today, the prosecution has rested, and now Donald Trump's legal team has the case. Closing arguments could begin in about a week, and then the former president's fate will be in the hands of a jury. Witnesses on the stand today made for what some experts are describing as a wild day. Michael Cohen, Trump's former fixer, admitted under oath to stealing money from the Trump organization during an intense cross-examination. And then fireworks during testimony of a defense witness that led to the judge clearing the courtroom and reprimanding the witness for rolling his eyes and making comments under his breath. Well, there's still one big question tonight. Will Donald Trump take the stand in his own defense? Here's CBS's Robert Costa, who was inside the courthouse.
Michael Cohen has already had his credibility challenged, and then came today's admission that he stole tens of thousands of dollars from Donald Trump and his company. Cohen testified that in 2017, the Trump organization owed a technology company $50,000, and that he paid them about $20,000 in cash in a brown paper bag, but kept the rest. You stole from the Trump organization, right? Asked Trump attorney Todd Blanche. Yes, sir, Cohen said. Michael Cohen has admitted to stealing from the Trump organization. Does it matter for this case?
It may matter a lot to some juror, and it may matter not at all to others. Michael Cohen is such a proven liar that why would it surprise us that he's also a thief?
Cohen defended his actions, saying he was angry his bonus had been cut and felt he was owed the money. I just felt like it was almost self-help, he said. Cohen is the sole witness to directly link Trump to the hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels, which are at the heart of the case. Trump has been charged with falsifying business records to conceal the transactions.
They paid a legal expense and they marked it legal expense.
Blanche cast Cohen as someone who used Trump's name to enrich himself, earning about $4 million from books and podcasts, and even discussing a TV show about himself called The Fixer.
I have fixed things, but I am no longer your fixer, Mr. Trump.
With the defense repeatedly calling Cohen's credibility into question, prosecutor Susan Hoffinger reminded the jury that Michael Cohen isn't the defendant. Are you actually on trial here in this case, she asked. Cohen's answer, no. Late today, Trump lawyer Todd Blanche moved to dismiss the entire case. And sources close to Trump's legal team tell me they don't expect Trump at this point to take the stand. They see too many potential vulnerabilities should he ever get up there as a witness. Nora.
Robert Costa, thank you very much. Well, tonight, the world is watching closely what happens next in Iran after the country's ultra-conservative leader was killed in a helicopter crash. The State Department tonight is calling him a brutal participant in the repression of the Iranian people. And as CBS's Charlie Daggett reports, who succeeds him has global consequence.
In the dense fog at first light, Iranian state media showed what it said was the crash site, a trail of twisted metal and debris. Rescue teams pulled bodies from the wreckage, all 8 people killed when the chopper came down in remote mountainous terrain, where President Ibrahim Raisi and the foreign minister had been on a trip near the border with Azerbaijan. Mourners gathered in Tehran and in other cities across the country. But in cities like Berlin and London, Iranian demonstrators celebrated the death of the former prosecutor known as the Butcher of Tehran. On his watch as president, enforcing that brutal crackdown on dissidents following the death almost 2 years ago of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who was detained for allegedly not wearing a headscarf properly. and that massive drone and missile attack against Israel just last month, in addition to backing Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthi rebels. Raisi was seen as a possible successor to the 85-year-old supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, but not the only one. Khamenei's son Mojtaba is also considered a frontrunner and now possibly a favorite. The U.S. State Department said Iran had asked for U.S. assistance after the crash, but was unable to provide it for logistical reasons, and dismissed accusations that U.S. sanctions were to blame for restricting aviation parts.
Ultimately, it's the Iranian government that is responsible for the decision to fly a 45-year-old helicopter in what was described as poor weather conditions.
Today, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was asked whether he was concerned Iran might try to blame the U.S. for the crash, Nora. He said the United States had no part to play in that crash. That is a fact, plain and simple.
Charlie D'Agata, thank you. Now to some breaking news out of the White House. President Biden not holding back, sharply criticizing the request for an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu from an international criminal court prosecutor.
Well, let me be clear. Contrary to allegations against Israel made by the International Court of Justice, what's happening is not genocide. We reject that.
CBS's Imtiaz
Shanice,
Tayeb has
hard
more
for
now
you,
from
Mom?
East Jerusalem.
Shanice, it hard for you.
No foot soldier,
Oh,
no commander, no civilian leader.
She was
No
asking.
can act with
She was
impunity.
asking how you been doing.
Chief Prosecutor Kareem Khan making it
All
clear
right.
that Hamas's October 7th